Hi everyone. We're looking at mathematics again for grade 11. Remember, currently we're just doing revision, right? Revision for term 2, grade 11. Today we're revising calculations involving mass, right? Okay, for mathematics, mass and weight are similar things. For mathematics, mass and weight are similar things, right? So by the end of this lesson, you basically should be able to determine mass using measuring instruments. Now, what is very important when it comes to determining mass, you need to know your conversions, right? For example, one ton is equal to 1,000 kilograms. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. So you need to know those conversions, but they're easy because the factor is always 1,000. So let us jump straight into past exam papers. Okay, here's our first one, right? Reading from the top, it says, use annexure A that shows, right, the information on the amount of sugar in different types of drinks, right? So this is your annexure A, right? Basically, it shows how much sugar is in each type of drink, right? You can see on your vertical axis, right, 0 to 50. These are in grams, right? These are in grams, as you can see. And then on your horizontal axis, you can see different types of drinks, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it's simple. Now, they've actually given us two values. They give us the amount in terms of how much water is in that container. For example, for this one, this is water. Mineral water, it's 500 mils and there's no sugar, right? And obviously, as you move on, there's the second one. This is tea, lemon flavor, iced tea. It's 250 mils and contains 19.2 grams. Hopefully, you guys can see these values. I know they are a bit small, but hopefully you can see them. So let's jump straight back to our questions. Okay, for the first question, determine the range, right? So always underline what is required, right? Determine the range, right, of the number of grams of sugar, right? Okay, for 300 mils, so only look at 300 mil drinks, right? What is the range for 300 mils? So let's go back to our annexure or our table or graph or diagram. Okay, you can see some are 500 mils, some are 250 mils, right? But others are 300 mils. So I'm only looking at those that are 300 mils, right? Just to assist you a bit. This one is 300 mils, right? So this one is 300 mils. This is also 300 mils. So I'm just underlining all 300 mils, right? So all 300 mils. So I want you guys to determine the range. This is 500. The range of grams of sugar, right? I'm giving you a minute for number one, right? Okay, back to the question. Determine the range of the number of grams of sugar for all the 380 ml drinks, right? So let me see if you guys have your answers already, right? Okay, range. Okay, remember now, when it comes to the exams, different aspects of mathematics are combined, right? So that's me about range, but we're actually looking at math, right? The math topic. Okay, for range, okay, 20 more seconds before I proceed. Right. Just let me know if you can see these numbers, learners. Right. Just let me know if you can see these numbers. Okay, for range, Botumelo says it's 12.4. Okay, let's check if Botumelo is correct. I'm giving the rest 10 seconds. For range, you just need to recall that range is the maximum or the highest less the lowest, right? The highest less the lowest. Lucky for us, these are already in order, right? These are already in order. So this is your minimum, right, amount of sugar. And then the highest amount of sugar is 44.1, right? So your range, in this case, it should be your highest, subtract your lowest, right? Highest, subtract your lowest. Okay. So highest is 44.1, subtract your lowest, which is 31.7, and then your answer is 12.4 grams, right? And let's just remember to write your units. Okay, excellent, right? Bottom excellent. Because remember, in an exam, you can actually penalize you for the units. Make sure that they are there and make sure that they're correct, right? So well done, 100% so far for you. Okay, next question. Okay, it's the longest question, it's 6 marks. It says, in a hotel, guests are allowed 2 drinks per person. So underline 2 drinks per person. Very important. One guest has play, energy drink, and Powerade. So guest 1, they have energy drink, play, energy drink, and Powerade. This is guest 1, right? Guest 2, this is guest 2. Just using guest 2 has appetizer and a Coca-Cola. Appetizer and a Coca-Cola. Okay. So obviously, if I was you, was basically going to do my rough and write. Guest 1 has play plus Powerade. Guest 2 has appetizer plus Coca-Cola. Right. Rough is very important for this type of calculations. Okay. Now the question says, okay, the guest drinking the energy drinks. Obviously, we're talking about guest 1 because guest 1 drinks play, energy drink, and Powerade. Claims she is taking 2 teaspoons of sugar less than the other guest. Right? So the lady who's drinking Powerade and energy drinks claims that she drinks 2 teaspoons less than guest 2. Remember, guest 2 is drinking appetizer and Coca-Cola. Now the question says, verify with calculations whether a statement is valid or not. Right? Verify with calculations, right, whether a statement is valid or not. Okay, 6 marks is actually a long question, right? So I want us to split this question into 2, right? Okay, I want you learners to first determine how many teaspoons, right, is guest 1 consuming, right? How many teaspoons is guest, teaspoons is guest 1 consuming? Looking at your table, right? So guest 1, let me just write that out. So for guest 1, let's say hashtag 1. Okay, remember they have energy drink, right? The play energy drink, right? Plus, we also have the Powerade. I need you learners to determine how many teaspoons does player one consume, right? How many teaspoons does player one consume? Does guest one consume? Rather, guest one consume. How many teaspoons of sugar does guest one consume? Right. Let me give you guys a minute for this one. Let me give you exactly a minute for the first part of number 2. But as soon as you have your answer, right, just tell me what your answer is in the chat. Yeah, I want to know how many teaspoons is found in these two beverages. Okay. Okay, thanks, Ben. I can see your answer. Right? But I don't know if it's correct, but I can see your answer. I'm giving others, still have others have 20 seconds left. Okay, I'm getting 2 different answers. 13,24. Okay, that's the time. Remember, I said I wanted to know how many teaspoons, right? For guest one. Okay. Okay. Check your answer against my answer. So for guest one, okay, let us first identify Powerade and play. Okay, there's the play. Play contains 29,2. 29,2. So play 29,2. There's your 29,2 for play plus Powerade, right? So there's play. Powerade. You need to look for Powerade. There's Powerade. Powerade contains, now these are grams, not teaspoons. 38,8 grams, right? 38,8 grams. So the total amount of grams that guest A consumes will be 29,2 plus 38,8, which gives us 68 grams, right? Now, obviously, we're told that 1 teaspoon, that is 1 teaspoon is equivalent to 5 grams, right? So we're now changing grams to teaspoon, right? Obviously, cross multiply. It's for me, it is actually best. It's easier if you start with the unknown. So I want to know how many teaspoons, right, are equivalent to 68 grams. If 1 teaspoon written underneath is equivalent to 5 grams, right? So you need to cross multiply. This goes across, right? So this goes to the side. So it will be 68 times 1 teaspoon and 1 teaspoon. Okay. Divided by 5. So 68 divided by 5. Answer was 13,6 teaspoons. Right? Grams cancel out. So your answer can be in grams. It's supposed to be in teaspoons. Right? For guest one uses 13,6 grams. Right? So well done to those learners who got it correct. Now I want you learners to now look at the second part. Guest two, right? Guest two consumes an apple cider and a Coca-Cola. So back to our table, we're looking at Coca-Cola There's Coca-Cola, this for guest 2, right? And an appetizer. So there's the appetizer. Right, so this is guest 2. Okay. Now I don't want to know how many grams, I want to know how many teaspoons does the second guest consume. How many teaspoons of sugar does the second guest consume? Again, I'm giving you guys a minute. You guys are very, very quick for the first one. So again, I'm giving you a minute to tell me how many teaspoons does guest 2 consume. If guest 2 consumes an appetizer and a Coca-Cola, right? Okay, remember, for the first one, the correct answer was 13.6 teaspoons. 13.6 teaspoons. Learners, you're giving me your answers in grams and mils, whereas I'm looking for my answers in teaspoons. Okay, time is up. But let me give you guys a few more seconds. I think I'm just too fast for you. Now, for guest 2, I'm getting answers. Number 2. Okay, let's check if you guys are correct. Remember, the units must be in teaspoons. Okay, now, so I'd be adding 31.7 grams and 35 grams, right, for the second guest. Okay, the second guest, in terms of grams of sugar, 31.7 plus 35, right? Plus 35. I'm getting, I can see your answers, Ben, Botumelo, Jared. I can see your answers for number 2, right? So let's check if you guys are correct. Okay, now the answer will be 66.7 grams, right? Now you need to convert your gram teaspoons. From an unknown, how many teaspoons are equal to 6.7, right? If 1 teaspoon is equal to 5 grams, so cross multiply the 1 teaspoon is being divided on the left hand side. So if it goes over the equal sign, it will be multiplied by 1, multiplied by 6.7. So you can see your grams cancel out, you're left with teaspoons. So your answer is 13.34 teaspoons, right? 13.34 teaspoons. Now, obviously, now you need to go back and give a statement, right? Because they asked you to verify whether the statement is valid or not. So you need to say the statement is valid or it is not valid. It is very important, right? Because this will be your final mark, right? So when you are done with the calculations, you need to say, is my answer valid or not, right? So before we say it is valid, remember, guest 1 said she consumes 2 teaspoons less. So let's check for it. You can see for guest 1 consumed 13.6, right? Teaspoons against guest 2, which is 13.34. Obviously, guest 2 consumes less teaspoons, right? So the statement is invalid, right? Energy drinks contain more sugar. Energy drinks contain more sugar, right? So 6 marks, easy 6 marks, right? Just remember your units and remember to tell me whether a statement is valid or not valid. Right? So that is number one. Okay, for number two, okay, some of you have seen this before, right? But I want us to do it together. This is 4 marks, right? 4 marks. Okay, here we're talking about BMI, which is body mass index, right? Obviously, an index is an indicator. So this is an indicator of your body mass. Are you overweight? Are you underweight? Are you obese? And so on. Okay, Ben. Okay, Ben has his hand up. Host, kindly unmute Ben. Host. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can unmute Ben. Okay, Ben's hand is. Let me see. Oh, okay, Ben, can you talk?
So can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, won't like your answer for the one that you gave us, won't it be wrong? Because guest one had 13.6 teaspoons, right, of sugar, and guest two had 13.34. But then you said energy drinks has more sugar. Yet guest two had more sugar.
No, guest one had more sugar because guest one is at 13.6, whereas
Yeah.
guest two has 13.34, right? 3.4 is less than 6. Okay, wait. Let me explain. Okay, good question. Let me just explain. I'll explain just now so that everyone understands. Good question. Just one. Let me just use a different color. That's an excellent question. Just one. Okay, hashtag one. In terms of sugar, so 13.6, right? Teaspoons. And guess two, that is 13.34, right? Okay, now remember this 34.34 is less than 0.6. Remember, for you to better understand which is more, which is less, right? It will help to write this number up to 2 decimal places, right? Okay, this is like saying this is 13.60, right? 0.60, right? And compared to 13.34, right? And 0.6 seems smaller, but it's actually 0.60, right? If you are writing it in similar decimal places, right? 13.34 is less than 13.60. Just that here I omitted a 0. Right? Like saying 5 friends, 5. Like saying 5. If someone gives you 5.5 friends, actually say this is actually similar to 5 friends 50, right? Hopefully this makes sense. Just that here the 0 was omitted, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Okay, let me move on. Okay. Number 2. Okay, thank you very much, host. Number 2 says Rondo. Okay, this is the name of a person. A 15-year-old boy, it had to be a boy, Rondo, from Nadia High School, uses a bathroom scale, right? As shown below to measure his mass in kilograms, right? So these measurements are in kilograms. It's very important to underline kilograms, right? Okay, the question says, determine Rondo's body mass index, BMI, if he is 1,832 millimeters tall. Use the formula, right? use the formula. Here, let me just make things easy for you, right? In case you cannot see the height. I'm using my mouse, that's sound. The height is 1,832 millimeters. Okay, the mass of the weight. Okay, before we proceed, can you let us tell me what weight does Rondo weigh, right? What is Rondo's weight, right? Looking at the scale, can you let us tell me what weight does he weigh, right? And just write your answer on the chat. Right? Write your answer on the chat. What weight does Rondo weigh? Okay, I'm getting answer from Bacon, right? Okay, I'm waiting for the rest of you, right? People are saying 120, 115. Okay, I'm getting those answers, right? Ben says it looks like 115. Okay. Any more responses? Okay, so it's between 115 and 120. Okay. Now, obviously, you need to look at your increments: 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So you can count in tens. You can say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Or you count in fives. You can say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on. So to make life easy for ourselves, let us count in fives, right? If you're counting in fives from 100, right, it's 105, 110, 115, 120, right? So the correct one is actually 115. Okay, remember, if you're not sure, all you need to do is to color. Okay, you can see there's 100, there's 120, right? So the difference in kilograms is 120 minus 100. So the difference is 20 kilograms, right? Now you need to, let's look at these small increments, small intervals, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's 4 from 100 to 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. So divide by 4. If you divide by 4, you get 5. So this tells us that each small increment is 5. So from 100 to this first one is 105, or 100 plus 5, which is 105. From 100 to the second one, 100 plus 5 plus 5, 110, right? So to the third one is 3 5s, 115. So our answer is 115, right? It looks like 120, but it's actually 115, right? So well done, guys. This was a bit tricky one. Now I need you learners to determine the BMI, right? The formula is BMI is equal to mass divided by height squared. Okay, I'm giving you guys a minute, maybe slightly more than a minute for this one. 1.5 minutes to tell me what is his BMI in terms of the appropriate units. Right? Giving you a minute and a half for this one. Go. Oh, but Tumelo already has an answer. But is she correct? Okay, but Tumelo will take us now. if you are correct, right? But you are pretty fast. Okay, 30 seconds left for the rest of the class. 30 seconds left. Remember, the more you do, the more you remember, the more you know, the higher your marks. Okay, I can see Botumelo's hand is up, but I'm not sure if it's up by mistake or not. Host, please unmute Botumelo. Okay, maybe it was a mistake. I think she raised the hand by mistake. So let's check. I'm getting a number of answers. Okay, let's check who's correct. Now, learners, what you need to remember is BMI, the mass must be kilograms, right? Mass must be kilograms, but the height must be in meters, right? Keep that in mind. The height must be in meters. Right? So your height in meters, to change from millimeters to meters, remember milli is part of 1,000, one part in 1,000, or one in 1,000. So you need to divide by 1,000. And obviously, if you divide that by 1,000, it gets 1,832 meters. For BMI, your units are actually kilograms per square meter, right? So to get kilograms per square meter, your mass must be in kilograms and your height must be in meters, right? So my height is now in meters, I'm happy, and my mass is in kilograms, I'm happy, right? So all I do now, using my formula, mass 115 grams divided by 1,832 meters, right? Squared. If you guys did this correctly, your answer was supposed to be 34,26. Remember, this is actually equal to 1,5, 1,15 kg divided by 1,832 meters times, because of the square, times 1,832 meters. Meter times a meter is a meter squared, right? Obviously, if you divide this by your answer for multiplying these two, you get 34,36, right? So someone got this one correct. Botumelo got it correct. Some of you are close, but you guys said 0.30, right? I'm not quite sure why. Hopefully you guys understand where you guys went wrong, but this is actually the correct answer, right? 34,36. If you had used 114, then your answer would have been 33,92, right? Notice your units are kilograms per square meter, right? Okay, so hopefully you guys understand where you guys made a mistake. But I'm actually glad that you actually gave it a try. Okay. Last question for the day. Okay, I know when learners see something this long, they basically become tired, right? So don't be exhausted when this is this long. This question is actually, I changed it a bit, right? It's come from It comes from the November 2015 paper, right, for grade 11. And it reads, Vuyo has a box with 60 tuna tin inside. Right? 60 is important. He would like to send it to his sister. He can either deliver it himself or he can make use of the post office services. Right? So option 1 and option 2. Okay. Option 1, the distance between Vuyo and his sister is 115 kilometers. Right? Vuyo's car uses 7.6, right, underline 7.6 liters of petrol for every 100 kilometers. Right? Okay, now at the time Vuyo wanted to go to his sister, the petrol cost 13 rand and 20 cents per liter. Okay, this is option 2, but let us skip it for now. It says use the above information and determine by means of calculations, right, which of these two options will be the most economical. In other words, which one will be the cheaper option, right? Same work, right, but cheaper. In other words, the box with Vuyo's sister receives the box, but at a cheaper cost to Vuyo. Okay, now I want you guys to tell me how much it will cost Vuyo to deliver the box himself, right? Okay, use this information, 150, the distance between where he is and where his sister is, right? Use this information, the fact that the car consumes 7.6 liters of petrol for every 100 kilometers it travels. And lastly, use the information that the cost of petrol is currently, at this time, 13.2 rands per liter, right? How much will cost Vuyo to self-deliver the box? Right? Use this first option. I'm giving you 2 minutes for this one. Right? Let me see how much time I have. I'm giving you 2 minutes for this one. It's a longish question, but I want you guys to attempt it. Try to do it, even though it's not a math specific question. But since we've done length, right, it should be easy for you. 2 minutes. One minute left. How much does it cost for you to self-deliver a box? Okay, 20 seconds left. Okay, time is up. Right. If you're still busy, right, as I go through this question, you can just pop your answer via your chat. Okay. Okay, remember we're using these values, right? And as if they give you distance and they give you consumption, right? Consumption rate, 7.6 liters per 100. They're actually telling you that use this consumption rate to work out how many liters you need, right, for this distance, right? That's what they're saying. Okay, I'm getting an answer from Jared, which is 150.48, right? Let's check if Jared is correct, right? I'm not sure if you correct Jared, but let me see. Okay, and once you know how many liters you use for this distance, then use those liters, right, to determine the cost. Right? If the rate of petrol is 13.20 grams per liter. Okay, I've actually done it for you here. Okay, number of liters required first before we can get to the trip, to the cost of the trip. Right? You need first know how many liters. Right? When they say 13.2 grams per liter, let you need to know how many liters would you use for this trip, right? So that you can actually determine the cost. Okay, so how many liters? Then I basically like to start my question this way. Start by making what you want the subject, the formula. How many liters do I need for 150 kilometers? If 7.6 liter, right, gives you a distance of 100 kilometers, right? So you need to take this across, right? Divide on the left, so cross multiply. You multiply it when it goes across. That's 150 times 7.6 divided by 100, and then your answer was 11.4 liters. So you need so many liters. Remember, 1 liter costs 13 rand 20. For 11.4 liters, you need to multiply 11.4 by 13.20, and you got 150.8. So well done, Jared. Right? It's actually excellent work. Excellent work. Okay, I don't have much time for number 2, but let's just read together. For number 2, it says the post office charges 30 rand 10 cents for the first kilogram, right? And for each additional kilogram or part thereof, it charges you, right, 4.70, right? 4.70. Now the mass of the tuna tin is 170 grams. Right? So how much would you pay to the post office, right? And now I'm actually thinking of giving you this one for homework. Right? I don't want to rush you guys, but it's a very interesting question, right? The post office charges 35 rand 10 cents for the first kilogram, right? So if you can just write it down, this second part only. And for each additional kilogram or part thereof, you need to pay 4.70 cents. Now the mass of the tuna, remember the box contains tuna tin, each weighs 170 grams, right? So I need you to tell me, right, how much would you pay? Right? So let me, just rush the last. I don't want to get to the answers. Let me rush the last couple of slides because the lesson is actually finished now, right? Remember to do my homework. I'll give you the answer tomorrow, right? To receive our newsletter, please register, right, via that link. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, next week, we are revising volume measurements, right? Volume measurements. And then for more information, you can basically use these links below, right? So we're done for today. Right? Remember, tomorrow, I need you guys to give me my answers before we proceed to tomorrow's lesson. Okay, so we're done for today. Thank you very much. See you again next time. Bye.